It's summer in the Ozarks, and we're about to start construction on the power plant for our off-grid homestead. This 20-foot shipping container is going to be the base of operations, the hub for all of our projects to come until we build our next cabin.
Container's going to have a short overhang on the high side and a long overhang on the downward side. The roof structure will be built in such a way that it can handle all 16 of those solar panels, as well as another 16 if we need to double it in the future. And all of that will be facing south.
When you put in solar, they say the best direction to face your panels is south so that you can maximize the amount of sun they're getting throughout the day. After staking out the approximate 26 by 24 overhang for our overall shipping container roof, we realized that a few more trees were going to need to come out for us to have enough working space to get this thing built. So Woody fired up the chainsaw and got to work. Definitely had a bunch of bees in it. Definitely bees. The next morning, we were ready to get started staking out all four corners of our shipping container and where their respective footings would go.
Six and 3/8. Yep, 6 and 3/8. And those ones are 7. 6 and 3/8 are 7. 7.
It's a June bug. What is that?
What, this?
That?
It's a tape measure. You know tape measures.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, grab this part right here. Grab the metal part.
Wow, it is so large. I didn't know he was so large. He weighs 100 pounds.
It's not a scale. It's a measurement. You want to see how tall you are?
Very good.
You are 37.5 inches.
He was 36 when we got here.
You've gotten 2 inches taller. Anyway, all right. So we are
Go.
38.5 minus 7.
Okay, I'll be there in a second.
All right, so our new dimension is 231. 95.75. Oh, just use the calculator to verify. All right. So those are our dimensions for the center of our corner castings. Not necessarily where those little knuckle holes are. So we got rebar today. The wood ones kept breaking trying to go through the ground. The ground's pretty hard. It's got a lot of rocks in it, and it's also got clay. This stake over here and that stake over there, those are kind of the footprint. Well, they are the footprint of the roof to give us an idea of how to position it. You can't see it, but there's a string right here that went into the woods there that is our north-south. We're going to redo the string with an actual compass. We were using our phone compasses, not sure how accurate they are. And you go back that way a tiny bit.
That's not too far off.
No. Okay, now they're touching?
Yes.
All right.
Yep, need to go in maybe 3 inches. See?
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Ugh.
No, don't pull it.
I'm just massaging it.
You're massaging it? Don't mess with the camera. Wait! Oh, goodness.
All right, we got 3 of the corners for the shipping container marked. Now we're going to do our diagonal. I just did the math. It was bad. I got it though. Phew. We're going to shoot our diagonal to make our triangle to verify that we are square and adjust accordingly. From there, we should be able to lay out our last post. What are you doing as a team member right now, dude?
I'm not doing anything.
Well, honesty is good. Good job. Pound it. Thumbs up. Heavy.
How far off are we?
We are at 246 and a half.
About now?
We are at 247.
Okay.
So I just need to move this guy that way a little bit.
All right.
I promise we'll be more precise when we actually build a house.
Yeah. Well, I can't promise I won't be pregnant then, but
That's okay. We'll have lasers.
we'll have lasers.
This is the last job I'm doing without lasers for grade 6. Come on! I set up my string lines and figured out what my drops were. From here, this is our 0 point. It's like 8 3/4 to that side, 16 to the front. From the front one, it's 8. I don't want the top of the sonotube where this thing's going to sit on to be at ground level. I want it to be a little bit off. So we're going to do 3 inches up from ground level here on this guy. Then we'll run a string from there to this post here. I'll level it out. I'll mark it. And then I'll translate that string across to that other post at the end there. And that one will get leveled as well. And this guy will stay as my grade. Okay? So I can level that guy off. I can level that guy off. Go to the front, level those 2 off from that one. And I don't have to fight with it. All right? There we go. Sick. We got our concrete. We got a whole pallet. We're going to use 24, give or take, bags for this project. So we'll have, what is that? 18 left over, something like that. And then on the way there, I picked up this guy at the rental place. This is a one-man 12-inch auger, hydraulic. It's actually really easy to move around. It's got big old wheels on it, and it like hooks into a little hitch bar, so you actually tow it. I got a centering level, the little circular one, to put on top of the head when I go to drill, so I can get them as plumb as possible. Less shimming and blocking and all that jazz that I got to do to the holes to plumb the sonotubes up. Tomorrow, we should hopefully have piers poured and just waiting on them to dry, and we can go get our steel. Okay, I gotta get an IBC tote with some water in it so we can do our mixing. And that means I gotta get this thing off the truck so I'll have room to put the IBC tote. Go ahead and undo my thing here. We're gonna see if I can get one of my big toe straps up underneath this thing in the pallet, and we'll just pick it up with the excavator. Okay, now for the IBC tote.
There she is.
I got water, I got the mixer behind that. So we got 100 gallons of water from my buddy's place. Technically we only need around 25 for the bags we got, but they're only using about 24 bags. It's about a gallon per bag of the 80-pound sacks. Figure a little bit extra water is good. Water for Dave, whatever. We are borrowing a cement mixer and a rock bar. Let's see if the little guy starts up. That'd be awesome. I don't have to carry the big one. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of my face. Dude. I don't care where your house is. It's not in my... Dead. Dead. Oh my gosh. Do you guys literally have a thing inside my Okay, got our 2 buckets. This should be the 28. Let's verify. Yep. Alright, so this is rear left. This one. Making like a 20-inch hole.
Do you think it would help if we threw some water on it?
You got through one rock. Okay. 16. It's about 20. That's 24.
Hey, hey.
So sink it. Good. Good. We're back. I took a break because it was really hot and I was a little bit dehydrated. I didn't have much water this morning or electrolyte, unprepared. I went and got some lunch and some electrolytes. Picked up the boy from Papa and Nana's house. They'll be over in a little bit. But now we're going to work on the other backside one. Brought it up 4 inches on all our holes. We're not doing 24 because that's just obscene. Frost line here is 14 to 20. 14 for Arkansas, 20 for Missouri. So most people are doing 18 or 16. I'm just going to do 20. So this guy over her. Come on. There we go. So that whole area, pretty much half the hole, this side, is all rock. It looks like a pretty big rock. We're going to see what we can do with the big poundy stick to break that up, if possible, because that sucks. Check it. So that's the big one right there. That's the one I was chipping away at. I'll see how much more I can chip out. I don't think we're gonna be able to go any deeper. I'm not chancing it. Can't break this. It's not mine. And what would be the point? Okay. This one's at 28. Okay, so there's that. Excuse me, that's where I want to put this. Well, because of that rock, I now get to find where my hole was. Well, got this string. Okay. We didn't even get like a foot down. So yeah, this one was a pain. I would start and then it would go a little tiny bit and then rocks. And then I have to take the bar and sit there and break rocks.
Oh.
And pry them out and shove and hand them out. And then finally I got down to the clay. This one had like 2 feet, almost, yeah, like probably 1.5 feet of rock before it hit clay. This one was clay and then I hit rock. And then that is rock on the bottom right there. Like this portion right here.
Oh. All right.
So that one was not going any deeper. I had to actually cut that one. That one's at, I think, 18 or 16. I think 18. This one looks good. I gotta do my string line.
Uh-huh.
Just sank that one.
Well, man, you've had a good evening.
Yeah. Don't mind that. Hello, David. My ghetto rigged string line. That is almost dead nuts. Yeah, we're gonna call that dead nuts. So my height's good on that one. Well, I got this. Not! I had a conniption earlier because I pulled my rebar and I went to go put this in and there was the rocks underneath. That big one right there was like 2 inches down. As soon as I started, it goes, like scoots over and I'm like, ah! Because I still had this on the string.
Yeah.
Right? I'm over here like, okay, come on. Right there, right there. And then my distance was all jacked up. But the good thing is we're using 12-inch. Oh, I just messed myself up. Whatever. We'll do this. We'll try to.
The good news is,
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Now we're gonna try this. The only reason I got the tiny ones is because they have holes in them. for screws. Well, I don't know if they're 4 screws, but I'm using them for screws.
Wade stayed inside the cabin and watched his shows while Woody and I stayed outside into the dark, working on leveling this last one for tonight, knowing full well that we'd have to get back out here tomorrow and do the same thing. But 3 down, 1 to go, and tomorrow we should be pouring concrete.
So I got the 24 bags. That was what's calculated for full 4-foot sonotubes. So obviously the rear ones are not that big, and not even the front ones are that big, a couple inches off each one. We should be good to go.
There's definitely a learning curve and some pros and cons to using this mixer. We noticed that it was really hard to get a firm enough consistency using the mixer by itself, even with mixing it with one of the T-posts to try to get everything incorporated. So we started mixing it in the mixer and then adding more concrete once we poured it into the wheelbarrow, and that seemed to do the trick. So not totally 100% effective with the mixer, but better than not having the mixer at all. And just like that, all 4 are poured, all 4 are set, and now we're gonna let them dry until Monday so that we can place the container and move on to welding.
All right, so we're done with the 4 piers for the conics, shipping container, whatever. And I made some little silly covers for them so that they won't get rained on and it won't screw up my beautiful finish, you know, wood scraped finish. I did want to do a review on the little baby cement mixer. I think this is a Harbor Freight special. It feels like a Harbor Freight special. It's my buddy's. He knows what it is. I know what it is. I'm not making fun of his tool, but yeah, it's better, definitely better than what I'm used to, which is mixing a bag and a half, maybe 2 bags in a wheelbarrow. Not that one, that's a tiny wheelbarrow, but a bigger wheelbarrow. It's definitely better than that. Yeah. It's probably due to the heat and the terrain, but that pretty well sucked. So, because it is a Harbor Freight special, it is pretty lightweight. I mean, I could pick it up from the bottom here, or from the top here, over my stake sides into my truck, with my buddy handing it up to me a little bit. So, not a lot of power, not a lot of capacity, but it is still faster than doing the old shovel and wheelbarrow method. So keep that in mind. I don't know how much these are. I think they're probably under $100, I would assume. Time to clean up.